Hi everyone, my name is Isabella and I work on the community education team here at Etsy. When you're getting started selling on Etsy, it feels like there are so many things to do for your new shop. It can be overwhelming to know where to even begin. In this video, we'll walk you through some of the most important things to consider for a successful launch, from setting up your shop and creating new listings to marketing your business and handling your first sale. This video is divided into chapters, which you can navigate to find the information most relevant to you throughout the process, along with some of our favorite related resources linked along the way. So if you'll be setting up your shop while following along with this video, you'll want to have a few things on hand, including some initial ideas for a shop name, your bank account information or online account login details to set up your account to receive deposits, your government-issued photo ID, a credit or debit card that will be used to pay your Etsy bill and any upfront fees, your mobile phone, so you can set up two-factor authentication and download the Etsy Seller app. And to create your first listing, you'll want to have listing photos, up to 10 per listing, the dimensions and estimated weight of your item in order to add the shipping info. One popular approach is to weigh the item in the box or envelope that you'll ship with, using a kitchen or postal scale. Once you've opened your shop, you can continue to edit your listing details, make adjustments to your shop settings, and even change your shop name if needed. The world is waiting to see your listings, so let's get started. Before you create your shop, you'll need to sign in or create an Etsy account. You'll use this account to run your shop and to buy from other makers on Etsy. To open your shop, visit etsy.com/sell and select Get Started. Select your shop language, country, and currency. You should choose the language that you'll be writing your product descriptions in and the currency that you'd like to price your items in. Next, you'll choose your shop name. Choosing a shop name is the first step to building a strong brand. But don't stress too much at this stage. You can add a draft shop name and change it later, as often as you'd like, before you open your shop, and up to 5 times after your shop has been opened. So your shop name should be between 4 and 20 characters, with no special characters, spaces, or accented letters. Keep in mind, the shop name you choose becomes part of your shop URL, so shopname.etsy.com and www.etsy.com/shop/shopname. You can find inspiration for your shop name all around you. Our article, Top Tips for Choosing Your Etsy Shop Name, has plenty of inspiration to help you brainstorm. So if the shop name you entered is in use, you will see suggestions for other shop names that are still available. Your shop name will be held for you while you open your Etsy shop. In this stage, you'll enter the details that help with compliance, taxes, and the fun part, how you'll get paid after making a sale. Before entering personal verification details, you'll select the country where your bank is located. Next, you'll choose to onboard as either an individual or an incorporated business. Most sellers fall into the individual category when they first join. If your business is a registered legal entity with your local jurisdiction, which differs by country and state, and has documents of registration, you should enroll as a business. For example, if you're based in the US and your business is an LLC or a corporation, you should enroll as a business. Next, you'll add some personal verification details, which helps keep our community safe and reduces the risk of fraud, and helps Etsy meet ever-evolving legal requirements. Now, time to connect your bank account information. Etsy Payments allows you to get paid on Etsy and simplifies payment for both you and your buyers. Etsy Payments gives your buyers a range of different payment options and lets them pay in their local currency. It all ends up in your bank account on a deposit schedule that you create. Note, whenever you update your bank details, a 5-day hold will apply on funds in your payment account for security purposes. To help protect you and contribute to the overall safety of the Etsy marketplace, we verify your details when you sign up to sell using Etsy Payments. US sellers update bank details by using a third-party service provided by Plaid. Plaid allows you to verify your bank details with them to help ensure your deposits go to the right place. For sellers in most countries, when you make a sale through Etsy Payments, the funds are first added to your payment account. Then, according to your deposit schedule, your available funds will be sent to your bank account. Note: whenever you update your bank details, a 5-day hold will apply on funds in your payment account for security purposes. Verify your identity. Etsy partners with Persona, a third-party company, to assist in verifying sellers' identities, to help protect the integrity of our marketplace, reduce fraud, and to comply with our legal obligations. To get verified, you'll need to upload your photo ID and take a selfie. Your photo ID. This can be a passport, driver's license, permanent resident card, or other government-issued photo ID that includes your name and date of birth and isn't expired. Camera. It's time for your close-up. Take a photo with your phone, camera on your computer or laptop, or a camera attachment. Persona will scan the photo you take, then compare it to a scan of your ID to make sure they match. The next step is to add a credit or debit card that will be used to pay your Etsy bill. The fees you pay to sell on Etsy help us continue to improve our tools and keep the site running smoothly. To make things simple, we deduct your fees from the money you earn. If you don't make enough in sales to cover your fees, we'll charge the credit card or bank account that you have on file. Once you've opened your shop, you may be subject to a one-time shop setup fee of $15 USD, or the converted equivalent in your local currency. This fee helps us invest in support for new sellers, as well as enhance security checks to protect our marketplace, and is non-refundable. Taxes and VAT may apply. Two-factor authentication adds an extra layer of protection to your Etsy account. When you sign into your account with your two-factor authentication enabled, you'll need to enter your password and a verification code that's sent to your phone or tablet. Note: you'll be prompted to provide the code when you sign in using a different browser or a new device and/or every 30 days. Having two-factor enabled means that even if someone gets their hands on your password, they would still need access to your physical device to gain access to your account. You'll need at least one listing in order to launch your Etsy shop, but adding more is always a good idea. We've seen that adding at least 10 listings to your shop will help you be more visible to buyers and get your first sale faster. Having a few rows of listings on your shop home can be a helpful goal starting out. Each listing you add increases your visibility to potential buyers, and having a well-stocked shop can help instill confidence in shoppers as you're establishing your Etsy shop. Time to add some photos and details about your item. Fill out what you can for now. You'll be able to edit this later. Taking product photos can be intimidating at first, but only gets easier with practice. Some sellers use their mobile phones to capture product images and listing videos, while others prefer to use point and shoot or more advanced DSLR cameras. Regardless of the equipment you use, soft, natural light, and a simple background that doesn't distract from your item are two elements that will set you up for success. Your listing's first photo, the image displayed in search results, is crucial when it comes to inspiring shoppers to click and increase your conversion rate. The first photo should clearly show the item that's for sale and be eye-catching enough that buyers want to take a closer look. It's recommended to avoid cluttered backgrounds or added borders that can distract from the item itself. Your first listing image gets you the click, but those that follow help you get the sale. You can add up to 10 photos to a listing, and while the number of photos you upload doesn't directly impact your item's search placement, using all 10 listing photos may increase your conversion rate. Each additional image that you add gives shoppers more information about your product, how big it is, what it's made from, and how it's used. They should capture both the purpose and the feeling of the product, and help shoppers imagine the product in their own lives. We recommend sellers include the following types of product photos. Studio. Display the product on a plain background with plenty of light. Lifestyle. Show the product looking good in its natural habitat to help people imagine owning or using or gifting the item. Scale. Use another element in the shot, like a hand or a ruler, to visually communicate how big or small the product is. Detail. Include those close-up photos that highlight a product's features from a variety of angles. Group. Display products clustered together. These photos help show color options and complementary inventory. Packaging. Show an image of the product's packaging. These photos can be really helpful for people shopping for gifts. If they know an item will show up looking great, they may feel more confident making a purchase and having it sent directly to the recipient. Process. Show the product being made. These photos are a great way to communicate that an item is made by hand and with quality materials. Listing videos are also a great way to bring your products to life for buyers and could increase your visibility in Google search results. You can use videos to address common questions buyers might have, show your product in use, or highlight creative details. Your video can be 5 to 15 seconds long and won't contain any audio once you upload it to your listing. Ideal resolution is at least 1080p, and you can add 1 video per listing. Time to tell the world all about your item and why they'll love it. The keywords you use in your title, category, and attribute selections and tags work together to match your listings with shoppers' searches. When there's a match to a search query, your items have the potential to appear in the search results. Etsy Search gathers all the listings that have keywords that match a shopper's query. Then, we rank those listings so that shoppers see the items most relevant to their query. Using strong keywords throughout your listing creates an opportunity for your items to be shown in search results. So when writing your titles, include your most descriptive keywords, but keep readability in mind. Thoughtful keywords in your listing titles can help you match with a shopper's query, whether they're searching on Etsy or using Google. Focus on writing short, clear, but descriptive titles that make it easy for shoppers who are scanning busy pages of search results to see what you're selling. To get started, think about the words someone is most likely to type into the search bar when shopping for a product like yours. Everything listed for sale on Etsy must be handmade by you, vintage, or a craft supply. Type a 2 or 3 word description of your item to get category suggestions that will help more shoppers find it. Adding more specific categories will give you more opportunities to match within a search result. So be sure to add the most specific option available for the item that you're listing. A good thing to remember: when you add specific subcategories to your listings, your items are included in all the categories that subcategory is nested within. Once you've added category information for your listing, you may have the option to add attributes. Attributes are those extra details that you can add about your listing after choosing a category. Some are more general, such as color and material, while others are specific to the category you choose, such as a pattern for clothing or a room for a home decor. On Etsy, attributes play a distinct role in powering category-specific filters that connect relevant listings to relevant shoppers. The attribute options a seller will see can vary based on which category they've chosen for that listing. Most categories include attributes for color, holiday, and occasion. Beyond that, the attributes a seller will see are different depending on the category, surfacing the most relevant information buyers want to know based on research findings. For example, if your items are made from eco-conscious materials or methods. Sellers can add only the attributes that apply to their listings and skip any irrelevant options. If you don't currently see attribute options within your listing category, don't worry. New attributes are being researched and added across categories on a rolling basis. You can choose automatic or manual renewal for each listing. Each renewal lasts for 4 months or until the listing sells out and costs 20 cents USD. In this section, you can stick with the default if you're listing a tangible item that you'll physically ship to the buyer, or select digital if you're offering an instant or made-to-order digital download. You can upload audio, image, or text files to your listing for digital products. Etsy Search considers keywords and phrases within your listing descriptions when ranking your listings. Here are some tips for writing listing descriptions. Aim to incorporate relevant keywords in the first few sentences of your listing descriptions. Avoid copying your title verbatim or simply listing your top keywords. Instead, you want to craft a sentence or two that incorporates a few of your top keywords in a way that sounds human and is written in your brand's voice. With the rest of your description, include important info that will help a buyer best understand your product. A production partner is anyone who's not a part of your Etsy shop, who helps you physically produce your items. With shop sections, you can organize your products into groups that shoppers can then explore. Use sections to group together listings by type, size, or any other category that shoppers might use to browse your items. Your sections are displayed as links on the left sidebar of your Etsy shop. Tags are your opportunity to include 13 multi-word phrases that describe your unique product. Each tag you add is a chance to match with the shopper's search, so mix them up and add some variety. Descriptive tags that clearly and accurately describe your product are a great place to start, but there are lots of different kinds of tags that you can try. A few ideas. Get specific about the materials and techniques that you use. Think of your target customer and who the ideal gift recipient might be for your item. Imagine how a shopper looking for a solution to their problem, be it a blank wall in their apartment or a messy purse, might search for it. Listing the materials your item is made of helps provide buyers with additional information so they can make an informed decision. Add the price and quantity for your listing. Remember to factor in the cost of materials, labor, and other business expenses. If you offer free shipping, consider including the cost of shipping in your pricing as a business expense. Check out creating a pricing strategy for your listings to learn more about tracking expenses and calculating gross profit margins. If you offer different options for an item within the same listing, you can add those options as variations. You can offer up to 2 types of variations for each listing. For example, if you sell a dress with different sizes and colors, you can specify these options in that dress's listing variations. For each variation, you can set a different price and quantity. If this listing varies on a visible attribute such as color, you can add photos to show that variation. Toggle this option on if you offer personalization for the item you're listing. Providing personalization instructions helps buyers let you know what they want to be personalized on an item, like engraving or a pattern. You can make this field required or optional for the buyer. Whether you're shipping across the country or around the globe, knowing your item's weight and dimensions is the first step in calculating the cost of postage quickly and accurately. A straightforward way to determine your item's weight is by using a scale, such as a digital shipping scale or a kitchen scale. If you don't have access to a scale of your own, don't despair. You can take your items to the post office and use their free postal scales. Research the average weight of an item like yours online, or estimate the weight of your item in comparison to common household items, such as a bag of flour, rounding up slightly for packaging. Sellers based in the United States, Australia, Canada, the United Kingdom, and India can purchase a shipping label right on Etsy, which can be printed from the comfort of your own home or office. This means less time at the post office and could mean access to postage discounts in the US, Australia, Canada, and India. We work with major carriers and shipping providers to bring you competitive shipping rates compared to retail rates. Once your shop is open and you've added listings, you can add shipping profiles in your shop. With shipping profiles, you can use the same shipping settings for multiple listings, saving time when you're adding products to your shop. There are a few important details to know as you're adding shipping profiles. So there are 2 options to set shipping prices for your shipping profiles. First, calculate them for me. So shoppers will see prices based on their location and the weight and dimensions of the listing. If you're located in the US or Canada and you ship your orders with USPS, Global Postal Shipping, or Canada Post, you can use calculated shipping on Etsy. Calculated shipping uses your location, the buyer's location, and the item's size and weight to automatically generate shipping costs for orders. With calculated shipping, the package details you set are automatically imported into the shipping label purchase page, so you won't need to add them again manually when creating your label. Second, I'll enter fixed prices manually. Set the price buyers will pay for standard shipping, international shipping, shipping upgrades, and even shipping discounts for multi-item orders. Add estimated delivery dates. With shipping profiles, you can select your preferred shipping services, so mail carrier and class, for different destinations. You can also select your processing time. Processing time indicates how much time you need to get an order ready to ship and to get it to your shipping carrier. If you've accounted for shipping times in your set processing time, we recommend removing that buffer. The shipping service, along with your processing time, where you're shipping from, and any carrier delays we see, helps us calculate an estimated delivery date range that we then show to buyers, letting them know when their package should arrive. Pro tip: to help save time, especially if your inventory varies greatly in weight or size, consider weighing your items as part of your photography process. For instance, after you photograph an item, it may be helpful to place your items into the box that you'll be using, along with any packaging materials, and weigh it on a postal scale. Decide how much you want to charge for shipping, if you'll offer free shipping, and set up shipping profiles that help shoppers know what they'll pay for shipping. Setting return policies on your listings clearly displays important information to your buyers, including which items from your shop can be returned or exchanged, if any, the time frame that you accept returns and exchanges, and buyers will see your return policies when viewing your listings. So you can set different return and exchange policies for each physical listing you sell in your Etsy shop, or set one specific policy across all of your physical listings. Then, save and continue. And congratulations, you've just created your first listing on Etsy. Now, you can either add more listings or open your shop. A well-stocked shop can help build confidence with potential customers. Put yourself in a buyer's shoes. How likely are you to purchase from a store that contains only one item? By stocking multiple items in your shop, you communicate to buyers that you are actively investing in your business. With each item you add to your shop, your perceived credibility as a business owner grows. When you're just getting started, you may not have a lot of products yet, so consider whether you can maximize your listings by creating separate listings for any variations that you offer. For example, if you sell knit caps available in several colors, consider photographing each listing color separately. Once you've added at least one listing and opened your shop, it's time to customize the look of your shop home. Select Edit Your Shop to get started. Your shop home, the virtual storefront of your Etsy business, can make a powerful first impression on potential customers. Strong, cohesive visuals help tell the story of who you are and what's unique about your products. A well-coordinated shop home captures visitors' attention, inspires buyer confidence, and has the potential to build long-term loyalty. Upload a banner and shop logo. Upload clear photos that represent the style of your brand and make a strong first impression on shoppers. Online design tools like Canva make it easy to create your own customized images, with advanced options available using editing programs like Photoshop. Use the shop announcement to share a brief welcome message with your shoppers. In your About section, upload videos or photos and share the story behind your products, how your business came to be, and what your vision is for your brand. Use your shop members section to introduce any other members of your team or people you collaborate with. In your shop policies, outline all your policies for shipping, returns, exchanges, payments, custom items, or any other guidelines that are important for shoppers to know before they make a purchase from you. Sellers based in the United States, Australia, Canada, the United Kingdom, and India can purchase labels for open orders right from Shop Manager, with no post office trip required. With shipping labels on Etsy, you have access to some postage discounts and can easily request refunds for unused labels. When available, using shipping labels purchased on Etsy also positively impacts your star seller shipping score, an important customer service indicator for potential customers. So shipping labels on Etsy also help automate important steps in the fulfillment process. When you buy a domestic or international label on Etsy, we'll fill in the buyer's address and automatically mark the order as shipped. Tracking is included on most services, so shoppers can rest easy knowing when their orders will arrive. For sellers in other countries, you can purchase shipping labels through your preferred shipping carrier. While opening your Etsy shop is a big accomplishment, what you do next is just as important. Instead of waiting around for sales, there are plenty of things you can do to set yourself up for success. In this section, we'll cover optimizing your listing for conversion, marketing your shop using Etsy's tools, and connecting with other sellers in the Etsy community for support. When a shopper searches on Etsy, our goal is to help them find the items that they want to purchase. To do this, Etsy Search looks at clues from shoppers to determine whether a listing is appealing and will meet their expectations once they click on it. So we look at how well a listing converts, so how many people view it and then take action on it, such as favoriting or purchasing, to determine whether shoppers are interested in it. This boosts the listing's quality score, a metric that measures a listing's popularity with buyers and placement in search results. To put it simply, when shoppers click on and purchase a listing from search, that listing may then rank higher in search results for that query. New shops and listings start with a neutral quality score. When a new listing is created, it gets a small, temporary boost in search results, so Etsy Search can quickly learn more about how shoppers interact with it. To determine a listing's quality score, we look at things like clicks, favorites, and purchases. Etsy Search looks at things like past shopper behavior to predict how likely shoppers are to purchase listings from your shop in the future. So if you sell vintage or one-of-a-kind items and are frequently creating new listings, Etsy Search looks at how popular listings from your shop have been in the past to predict how popular they might be with buyers in the future. Optimizing your listings with conversion in mind is one step you can take to improve your search ranking and your shop's general visibility. The first step in increasing your conversion rate? Getting shoppers to click on your listings in search results. Before a buyer can make a purchase, they need to see your item in search results and be motivated to take a closer look. Here are some key areas to think about when optimizing for clicks. First, your first listing photo. Your listing's first photo, the image displayed in search results, is crucial when it comes to inspiring shoppers to click and increasing your conversion rate. The first photo should clearly show the item that's for sale and be eye-catching enough that buyers want to take a closer look. Next, your listing title. Your titles can also play a role in getting shoppers to click on your listing. Your title should make it easy for shoppers to quickly see what you're selling and what makes it unique. So shoppers only see the first few words of your title when they're looking at search results, so make sure that you're using that space to describe what your item is. Although it's important to be descriptive and use relevant words and phrases, your title should be short and easy to read. Next, price. Shoppers also compare prices when looking at search results, so your listing price can also affect whether or not buyers even click on your listing. Shoppers may have a specific price point in mind before they even start their search. So as you expand your inventory over time, be sure to list items across price points to reach shoppers no matter their budget. There are many ways to think about pricing. One basic formula for calculating price is hourly overhead plus production cost plus profit times 4. Your hourly overhead is your business expenses over the past 12 months, including things like Etsy fees, rent on your studio space, and shipping expenses, divided by the number of hours you work on your shop in a year. So if you work on your shop 10 hours a week, that'd be 520 hours a year. Your production cost is how much it costs to create or curate your items, including your own hourly wage and any material costs. Profit is the markup you build in, so you have money to grow your business. Learn more about pricing your items in the Seller Handbook. Next, special offers. Running a sale or offering free shipping can also make your listing stand out from the competition in search results. You can offer free shipping by running a free shipping sale using Etsy's Sales and Coupon tool. Shoppers will see your free shipping offer on the listing in search results, and your listing will be included if a shopper uses the free shipping search filter. If you see an increase in orders coming from your free shipping sale, you could create a free shipping profile to make it part of your long-term marketing strategy. You can also offer discounts by running a sale. If a listing is included in your sale, shoppers will see the original price, the discounted price, and the percentage off you're offering on your listing within search results. Those listings will also be included in the on-sale search filter. Lastly, reviews. Shoppers can also see your shop's review star average when browsing search results. A high average will help you build trust and could encourage some buyers to take a closer look at your item. For tips on encouraging and receiving positive reviews, read 5 Ways to Get Great Reviews over in the Seller Handbook. Once a shopper has clicked on your listing from search, you have the chance to make a sale and an opportunity to increase your conversion rate and listing quality score. To create a great listing, think about all the information that you look for and consider when making a purchase. Say you're buying a sweater. You want to know how much it costs, what kind of material it's made of, and how it fits. Here are a few tips to help you give shoppers the information they need to make a purchasing decision. First, listing photos. Your first image gets you the click, but those that follow are what help you get the sale. You can add up to 10 photos and 1 listing video for each of your listings. The number of photos that you upload doesn't directly impact your item search placement, but using all 10 listing photos and adding a video may increase your conversion rate. That's because each additional image you add gives shoppers more information about your product, how big it is, how it's used. For example, if you're selling art, buyers may want to see a photo of it styled in a room to get a sense of the size, the style, while customers shopping for a statement ring may want to see it on a model. For more tips on images to include in each listing, read our Ultimate Guide to Product Photography and make sure to include those 7 essential types of product photos in your listings. Listing descriptions. Your listing descriptions can also help convert views to sales. We suggest keeping your descriptions short and informative, but still engaging. For example, put essential information at the top, such as sizes, dimensions, colors, or ordering directions, and end on a note that best tells your product's story, with your brand in mind. Etsy Search considers keywords and phrases within your listing descriptions when ranking your listings. The keywords you use across your listing titles, descriptions, tags, categories, and attributes are essential when it comes to query matching, the first phase of search ranking within Etsy's search algorithm. Here's some tips for writing listing descriptions. Aim to incorporate relevant keywords in the first few sentences. Avoid copying your title verbatim or simply listing your top keywords. Instead, you want to craft a sentence or two that casually incorporates a few of your top keywords in a way that sounds human and written in your brand's voice. Continue to include important information that will help buyers best understand your product. Next, processing time. Shoppers on Etsy are often looking for gifts or may need something for a special event by a certain date, so your processing times may influence a buyer's purchasing decision as well. Keep shoppers' expectations in mind when setting your processing time, especially when you have ready-to-ship items in stock, and try to avoid unnecessary padding of your processing time. Shorter processing times may help increase your sales. Try adjusting your stated processing time to give buyers what they want, while staying realistic and accurate about the time it will take you to prepare the item and coordinate shipment. You can also offer shipping upgrades, so shoppers know they have options if they really need an item urgently. Learn how to set up shipping upgrades via the Seller Handbook. Lastly, shipping. In addition to your item price, shoppers may factor in what you charge for shipping when deciding whether or not to make a purchase. A shopper who loved your listing when they clicked on it from search could be turned off by expensive shipping. So consider adding some of your shipping costs into the item price so that you can lower what you charge for shipping and see what your customer responds to. Plus, Etsy's search algorithm takes US free shipping into account. So by offering a US free shipping guarantee, you may show up higher in search results. Items that ship free also have a better chance of being featured wherever Etsy advertises in the US, in email marketing, social media, and even TV ads. Connect with the community. In our community spaces, you can meet fellow sellers, stay up to date on the latest Etsy news, and get advice to help grow your business. The Etsy forums are where sellers gather to talk shop. Get insights and best practices from the Etsy team and other sellers, share your business knowledge, and participate in Q&As. Visit the shop critique section for direct feedback on your listings or even your shop. Etsy teams are helpful groups run by sellers, for sellers to provide support and inspiration. Join a team and attend meetups, host workshops, or form partnerships. The Etsy Seller Event Space is a hub where you can find upcoming seller education events, seller-run markets, and more. Etsy's Seller Handbook is loaded with resources on a variety of topics to help educate and inspire sellers at every stage. Social media is one of your most effective, low-cost promotional tools as a small business owner. By using social media marketing to your advantage, you can grow brand awareness, connect with customers, and reach new potential buyers. Link your shop to your social media accounts so you can easily craft posts about your business. Factoring discounts into your pricing strategy early on makes it easier to understand the impact on both sides of the transaction, both in how you set your base price and how running sales or coupons impacts your average order value, sales volumes, and overall revenue. When you're looking to encourage new buyers and encourage repeat customers, setting up a targeted offer or a thank you coupon can be a really useful tactic. You can automatically send an offer when a potential buyer leaves an item from your shop in their cart, when someone favorites one of your items, and even send an offer to a buyer after their order ships to thank them for their business. When creating a promo code, you can choose from the following types of discounts. Percentage off. Offer any percentage off the list price of items in your shop. Fixed amount off. Offer a fixed amount off the list price of items in your shop. Free standard shipping. The shopper won't pay a shipping fee. Offers are emailed to eligible shoppers automatically after they take an action in your shop. Participating in sales events on Etsy can also help you attract and appeal to motivated shoppers visiting the site. To reach as many potential customers as possible, be sure to share your shop's sales details on social media and other marketing channels, like your blog or newsletter. Make sure you have the boxes checked under your subscriptions in your email account settings to receive seller emails and discover upcoming promo opportunities on Etsy. Etsy Ads helps make your listings more prominent for millions of buyers searching for products on the site. You set a daily budget, let your campaign run, and will continually optimize how your budget is spent over time to help boost your exposure in Etsy search results. Advertising online in spaces shoppers are interacting with every day, like Google search results and social media platforms, can also bring your listings increased exposure and attract new buyers. Using Etsy's offsite ads platform means your listings will be advertised across the web with no upfront costs. You only pay an advertising fee when you make a sale. There's nothing quite like that first cha-ching when you make your first sale. But what exactly comes next? In this section, we'll cover the basics of processing an order on Etsy, from communicating with your buyer to packing up their purchase and encouraging repeat customers. After you make a sale on Etsy, you can find all of the order details in your account. Etsy also sends a notification to the Etsy Seller app, which is where you'll hear that ever so satisfying cha-ching, along with an email to you at the address you used for your Etsy account. You may want to add transaction@etsy.com to your contacts, so these emails don't go to your spam folder. Clear communication with buyers is vital to ensuring a smooth transaction. An easy way to get started is by adding a message to buyers, which is a short note that you can include in the Etsy order confirmation email that your buyers receive after purchasing. Consider using your message to thank your customer for their purchase, inform them about standard shipping practices, or provide any other information you think they may need to know. You can also message your buyer via Etsy to clarify any details about their order or shipping information, or provide updates on the shipping status. If you use shipping labels on Etsy, we'll also send them an automated email once you mark their order as shipped. Packaging supplies. Depending on the products you sell in your shop, your general packaging supplies will vary. A few good basics to start with include a scale to determine the weight of your shipments, a measuring tape to gauge the dimensions of your package, and a printer for printing shipping labels and packing slips at home. For other packaging supplies like mailing envelopes or boxes, fillers like bubble wrap or packing peanuts, it pays to do a little bit of your own research online, especially if you're interested in eco-friendly options. Etsy has partnered with Eco & Close to bring Etsy sellers packaging made from 100% recycled materials or certified responsibly sourced paper. It's one way to let buyers know you run a more sustainable business. Buying supplies in bulk can also help you reduce your costs. Read how to set up a shipping workstation in the Seller Handbook for tips from other sellers. In addition to the supplies needed to ship your items safely and securely, you may want to incorporate branded packaging materials and marketing materials, like business cards and thank you notes. Think about the information that you would expect to receive as a buyer, as well as special details from past purchases that may have resonated. For more ideas, read Leaving Your Mark with Branded Materials in the Seller Handbook. Sellers based in the United States, Australia, Canada, and the United Kingdom and India can purchase a shipping label right on Etsy, right from your shop manager. It makes managing your orders super simple. Plus, many options include tracking, so your customers can rest easy knowing when their order will be delivered. To purchase a label, navigate to the Orders and Shipping page of your shop manager. You can then print your shipping label from the comfort of your own home or office. This means less time at the post office, access to some postage discounts, and you can easily request refunds for unused labels. When you make a sale through Etsy Payments, the funds are added to your payment account. Then, according to your deposit schedule, your available funds will be sent to your bank account. To receive your Etsy Payments deposit, you must have funds available for deposit in your payment account. These funds must meet any applicable deposit minimums for your location. In your payment account, you'll find a line-by-line breakdown of all sales and fees associated with your shop, along with your net profit on Etsy. Glowing reviews let any buyer who visits your shop know that tons of happy customers have come before them, and inspire confidence when they're deciding whether or not to make a purchase. We analyze reviews on Etsy to see what kinds of words shoppers use to describe the items and their experience. As you might expect, many reviewers mention how much they love the items that they purchased and how perfect the items are for them. But when shoppers write about their experience making a purchase in their reviews, they often mention 3 important factors. First, quality. The item they received matched or exceeded their expectations. It was made from the materials they expected, its size was accurate, and the craftsmanship was just superb. Customer service. Shoppers mentioned the great customer service they received and the extra special touches they can only find on Etsy. Shipping. When they make a purchase on Etsy, shoppers want to know that their orders will arrive in time. Shoppers frequently talk about shipping or delivery in their reviews. Following the suggestions outlined in our Getting Started and Making Your First Sale sections should help you set up for success when thinking about these factors. For a quick gut check, consider how accurate the following statements feel for your current approach. First, you're putting care into listing a quality vintage or handmade product, providing detailed listing information, including a variety of photos and a listing description that answers any questions a buyer might ask. Also, you're prioritizing clear, timely communication and outlining clear policies up front. Finally, you're setting realistic processing times, keeping your shipping profiles up to date and sending out orders on time. As a business owner, there's always more to learn and more opportunities to experiment. As you continue to grow your shop, keeping customer service at the forefront of your brand can help you build a loyal base of repeat customers, who will often turn into your greatest brand advocates. Thank you for joining us for this introduction to launching an Etsy shop. Whether you're just putting the finishing touches on your very first listing or you're heading to the post office to ship off your first order, know that we're here cheering you on. You can find more resources and support, no matter where you're at in the process, by visiting etsy.com/sellerhandbook.